But I'm going to tell you something. I'm 72 years old, and I've always had this problem that people look at me strangely. And the reason is I really did marry a Playboy model. I married 45 years. So I was young and cute at one time. My wife even still thinks I'm cute. She walks past me the other day. She goes, "What an ass." But you know something? When we first met, she moved in real quick. And I wasn't going to stop her, you know, Playboy model. This girl was hot. So she decides, hey, I want to get married. I said, okay. She's got to get me a ring. I can't find a ring. I'm a comedian. I don't have any money. I sell my car. I buy her a ring. Beautiful ring. What did I get? I got a Swatch watch. I had to pay for it too. But everything seemed to go okay. Then we get to the church, and the preacher says to me, "You will obey." I said, "What do you mean I'll obey?" So you know what? I asked my wife. She says, "Yes, just listen to whatever I tell you. When I'm right, I'm right. When I'm wrong, I'm right. When you're wrong, you're wrong. When you're right, you're right. You're wrong. You're right." And wait. Slow down, Charlie. Very simple. You're always wrong. I'm always right. So I said, okay, I'll go with that. I have no problem with that. But then you get to the ceremony where they have the caterer, and before they let you in to see your guests, that's when it's all over for you guys. That's when you get your balls cut off. That's when life really starts. Done. Now, I look around the room here though. I look at everyone and thinking, some of these guys think that, hey, I want to get married. I want to have some woman take care of me for the next 45 years. And then maybe, just maybe, I can have sex whenever I want it. That's bullshit, right? You got to take care of these women. You got to dine them, buy them things, take them places. Then just if you're lucky, as long as you don't lie to them. See, women have intuition. They know shit that guys don't know. Guys are just stupid. They don't think. So, have I ever lied to my wife? Never. Am I pussy whipped? Definitely. But you know something? Some of my buddies asked me, what is it really like to be married for 45 years? I said, guys, it's one day at a time, man. One day at a time. This week, everything seemed to go okay. Next week, we'll see. My name is Arnie Price. I am a married man. I haven't made my own decision in 45 years. I almost slipped the other day in an opinion. Luckily, my friends were there to talk me down. But women have other advantages in a marriage over guys. Like, she could still get her sexy lingerie at Victoria's Secret. Me? Tidy Whitey, ShopRite, aisle 6. But she decides she wants to try to save me some money. So she goes to the dollar store and buys me underwear. So now, you have to go to the bathroom. I go, pull it down. Where's the slot? I can't, there's no slot. It was over here. Misfits from Charlotte store. That's why they were $1. See, she also says things that I'm not allowed to do. Like, she'll let the dog come in and scoot his ass across the carpet after he just shit. But if I burp or fart, world comes to an end. That's the end. But you know something? I know I love her. And it's simple. You know why? She told me. But there's other things. It's like, during COVID, I didn't get COVID. The reason is, guys, you need permission to get anything from before you do it. You can't do anything. So I said, COVID. I didn't have it. She wouldn't let me have it. But little boys and girls are grown up differently than others. Little girls grow up to be princesses, to be sweethearts, to be nice and get married and be with a guy. Little boys, not so much. Like you. What do they look for? Tits. That's the only thing they worry about is how am I going to cop a feel? What am I going to do? And then what they also have to do is they put a condom in their pocket because one day, if they're lucky, they're going to get laid. And that day finally comes. And they pull out the condom and they open it up and it's been in the pocket so long it's disintegrated. And they start to worry, what am I going to do? That's where blowjobs were invented. But you know something? My wife loves to dress me too. I mean, look, she thought I was going bowling tonight. This is what she gives me to go out. But she says, you know what? Come on, let's go shopping. Let's buy you some clothes. It's okay. We go to the store and I pick up some clothes and right off the back, put that down. You don't like that. So she gives me some clothes. I go in the fitting room, come out, and she says, give me a twirl. She give you a twirl. What am I, 6? Then she proceeds to look and says, you know what? It doesn't look that good in the crotch. Do you see something wrong with my crotch? You. What do you think? Nah. Then she proceeds to call over 2 strange women and says, could you look at my husband's crotch and tell me what you think? She loves me, I guess. 45 years. I guess so. She still looks good. But she decides, we're going to go on vacation. I say, okay. I like going down to the Caribbean. I like sitting by the water and watch the girls walk by. The only problem I have is when you get these older women with their topless titties dragging them across the sand. That is hardest thing to watch. She turns around to me and says, you think that's hard? What do you think these women think about you walking around in that thong? I said, baby, I wear it well. Next stop, Disney. And before we go in, we see they opened up an adult store. So we go in, and I say, Disney character condoms. Ooh, that's what I need. And I see Pinocchio, you know, the big one with the nose that grows. That's what I need, right? No answer. And she turns around and says, no, you need Jiminy Cricket, the little one. Shoot me now. Shoot me, please. So we get home, and I see she's fussing around with the vacuum in the house. I said, well, what's wrong with the vacuum? She says, it stopped sucking. I said, of course it did. It got married. Then I figured, you know what? Valentine's Day comes around. I'll be a sport. I dress up as Cupid. I go in the bedroom. I'm all happy and everything. And she's hysterical laughing. I said, what's so funny? She said, you look like fucking Humpty Dumpty in those tidy whities. I said, I'll give you tidy whities. I said, you know, I gotcha. So I go into the medicine cabinet and I pull out 2 Viagras, 2 of those blue pills. I figure it could last 2-3 minutes. So I start doing the wind and out, the test, the test, the ding. All of a sudden, she starts going like this with my head. I said, what the hell are you doing? Some kind of new sex act? She says, no, Jeopardy's coming on and I can't see the TV through your fat head. Guys, you know the whole saying. You guys married?
Yeah.
Oh, how long are you married?
8 years.
How many?
8 years.
That's good. No, this is the old saying, happy wife, happy life.
Yeah.
No. It's happy wife, I'm still alive.
Yeah.
But there is one thing, I always have to come up with this one thing I have to tell everybody. My mother-in-law, she used to live with us. She passed was 97, 98, 99, whatever, same difference at that point. Feisty old bitch. She knew every Jeopardy answer because she lived through it. I mean, and she'd eat everything. She was the sweets. I mean, how do you tell someone at that age you can't? But she used to help me with my jokes. She was great, and she did talk and this. So one day I happened to be walking past her room, and I see she's watching the History Channel. I said, Ida, what are you doing? Looking for some old friends? The old fuck says to me, why don't you go watch your show, The Biggest Loser, and look for your friends? Life was very sweet with her. It was really, it's someone I have to talk about. It's just, we used to give her, for her birthday, we got her a My Little Pony lunch pail, and we used to fill it up with chocolate. And she would eat these sweets like it was going out of style. When she passed, God bless her, we used to put the My Little Pony thing in there, and you know how everyone puts dirt? We were throwing chocolate, everybody. You know, God bless her and everything. But I want to tell you the real thing is how you really stay married for 45 years. You ready for this one? You see this? Fury. What? What? I can't hear you. What did you say? I don't know. My name is Arnie Price. I want to thank you guys.